Ladies and gentlemen, let's crank that music up for a second. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I don't know. This is like the first music I used when I started my channel.
It's beautiful and it's free. Before
the Habs Tonight days, that was my intro music, man. That was it. And speaking of, we got former/current. I don't know how to put it because we're talking about maybe restarting the channel someday. But my former co-host on the Habs Tonight channel and friend and graphic designer and all-around good lady, of course, Annik, Lemire. Thank you for joining me tonight.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be on your show. I know it's been a while since you've been asking, but happy to hop on.
It's a good night to do it. Let me tell you right now. So we got
100%.
we got an exciting night here, guys. I don't know if you know, but
what's going on today?
Some sort of I don't even know what they mean by drafting. I don't know. I thought drafting was like a drawing. I don't know, but
it is. As an artist, I confirm.
Thank you for understanding. I knew you would. So Brandon Legacy is going to be joining us very shortly. He's being a good dad right now. He's also downloading upgrades to his computer so he doesn't turn it on in 6 months or something. So
that is a dad thing to do.
So that's cool. That's cool. So Brandon will join us shortly. Hockey Junkie, unfortunately, was called into work earlier this afternoon, so he wasn't able to make it. He's sad, but he's gonna try just to catch the stream, one of the streams, or catch the draft on TV and everything. So, but thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate it. And the comments are rolling in. I'll try to keep an eye on them and bring them up. Look at this. Look who we got in the comments already. We got an all-star. Shaner from the Sick Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. They stole him from us. I'm kidding. No.
I mean, we branded him on his leg with our logo, so technically he belongs to us.
Actually thank you so much for bringing that up. That's you lose. Shane. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, people are rolling in. Everyone's kind of starting to say hi. Some old fans,
old faces. Yeah. Hey, Dave.
You know what's funny? I was on a podcast with this guy earlier today, Paul Lemire, and he's related to you. He's from Niagara, so
yeah. Terribly sorry, Paul. I don't think we're related, but sure.
You never know.
I'm related to
every Thompson in this city. I'm not. We're all from Quebec. There's a million Thompsons in Niagara, so it's just, anyways. But this is cool. So we got everybody kind of chiming in to say hello as we get the night started. It's about 10 to 7 Eastern Standard Time, and the draft is about to start in about 10 minutes or so. And, I was thinking too, like, based on the intro last year, I mean, Bedard's not going to be drafted till like 7:30. So I think we got about 40 minutes probably until the first selection.
If you touch on that comment right now about Shane having a heart attack if they don't pick The Russian and The Russian by Michkov, Shane has been actually writing in Russian in our group convo, and I still can't decipher it, so I'm pretty sure he will be having a heart attack. So I can guarantee this comment is pretty legit.
Okay, where is that comment? Because I need to pull it up.
Right after Sebastian Carrière. What time does the draft start?
Okay, well, I guess we answered that question without even knowing you asked it, so...
You're welcome.
Shane is going. You're welcome.
There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, the Russian. He's number one on the list of Russian players that are desired. Bedard's getting interviewed right now alongside another gentleman, Andrew Christel, best buddies. Okay, it's Bedard's best friend or something. Anyway, Carolyn Cameron's interviewing him. Our buddy Kyle Bukauskas was on a minute ago. My good friend Kyle, who I love.
Good guy, Kyle.
My favorite. Good guy, Kyle. That's the best way to describe him, honestly.
Hey, on that last comment, any insider info from me? Actually, I do have something inside to give you. And Drew, I don't know if you saw this. It's breaking about 59 seconds ago from Kevin Weeks that there's a chance that the Preds and a top G prospect could be on the move via trade and perhaps to the Montreal Canadiens.
Okay.
This is breaking from
Mr. Kevin Weeks. Okay, so a prospect going to the Canadiens, or did I hear that right?
Top G prospect could be on the move via trade, perhaps to the Montreal Canadiens. This is Kevin Weeks.
She's not making this up. Here, yeah, maybe I'll here. Go ahead, zoom in again. Go ahead. There it is. Sure, yeah. She's not making it up, guys. There it is. So
I would never make up insider information. Who do you think I am? Aaron?
I mean,
and we're back.
We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Habs Tonight is back and alive and well.
I feel good.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Thank you.
You
I don't
are
even need to do
welcome.
the show. I'm good. My night's made. So
Take care, guys. Bye.
I'm having a great time.
And
So,
it's not even 7 yet.
and it's not even 7 yet. Nope, it's not. Okay, so I want to get your thoughts though on a certain deal while we have time here. I want to talk to you, Annik,
Yeah.
about a certain new Montreal Canadien that just came in from Colorado. So I have not talked to you about this yet off air, so I do
No,
not
we
know your
haven't.
thoughts, but I can't not wait to hear them. It's a very mixed reaction, I feel like. Did the Habs overpay? Yes or no?
I'm on the fence. So when you look at it from, I don't know. I want to say no. Okay, no. My answer is no.
Okay.
Because take a look at the situation with Kirby Doc last year,
Yeah.
where people felt like we overpaid by trading Romanov and that whole scenario. And look at what Kirby Doc achieved this year with a new culture and a new team. So Alex Newhook, why can't it be the same thing? So now we own 3 players from the same draft. So we have Alex Newhook, we have Cole Caulfield, and we have Kirby Doc. This guy went right after Cole Caulfield. So, I mean,
pretty cool.
How bad can it be? 1. And 2, if you think that we overpaid by giving away our 31st pick, let's just think about it this way. Would that prospect make a difference in the long run? Or would you rather have somebody right now that's young and has the ability? The guy's a sharp skater. He's got a hell of a quick release shot. So I think we're going to be fine. Don't quote me on it because I could be 100% wrong. But I think Martin Saint-Louis is going to be able to whip him into shape. And he did say during his press conference yesterday, we're looking to use him more than 13 minutes per night. We're looking to give him some power play time. So this brings me to a question for you is, with a bunch of centers now, do you think we have a use for Christian Dvorak?
No.
Thank you. I've been saying that for 2 years, so I'm so happy to bring it up again.
I think it's just where do you move him, and like, are we going to get more than a 3rd rounder? I don't know. I think that it's definitely going to be. I don't know. That's going to be tonight during the draft that they're going to be able to move somebody like Dvorak, especially after re-signing Monahan, even though it's only 1 year. But I do think that they got to find a home for Christian because I just don't. I think it's time, and there's still 2 years left on his deal, which if you can bring him into a team that, I don't know, like Winnipeg or something, somewhere that could use him. And he's a serviceable player. He came into the Canadiens at the very, very beginning of the rebuild. So what did you really expect anyway? Everybody sucked in the first year of the rebuild, so I think that it's time to move on from him if we can sooner than later. But
see, that was an overpay. That trade was an overpay.
Yes. Now we can confirm that. I think that's fair. So I do have to acknowledge a couple people.
Dvorak, sorry. Anaheim for you, Dvorak. You know what? I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, we'll swap for Fantilli. It's fine. So
yeah, 1 for 1, right?
I got to thank this this member here. I wasn't even going to mention donations, but like, you guys are already donating. That's amazing. Thank you so much for the support. That's very appreciated. I just got off Tropical NHL's stream, so thanks again to him for having me on. It was a lot of fun, and I appreciate that. I just want to acknowledge that, guys.
Awesome.
We're already getting like the Michkov love's coming out here. We need Mich. I love that. I love the passion, man. Nice comment from Chuck here with the old Cole Caulfield face there. We got Kent Hughes on TV. Kent Hughes is winking at somebody. I don't know. I just looked over and I see him winking. I'm like,
he's probably winking at Carey Price, which is at the Habs table right now. If you didn't know,
can confirm
and confirmed.
Carey Price is in the house in Nashville, probably taking in 3 country concerts at the same time, and maybe going to announce the Habs' 5th overall selection, being that he was the last 5th overall selection, my friend, as we all know. Yeah. So that'd be pretty fun to see Carey do that tonight.
Yeah, no, it's great to have him with the organization, like the head office and everything. So I'm hoping, if again, we probably won't see Carey in front of the net again, but if we can find a place for him in either player development or anything like that, it would be cool to see.
Oh yeah. I mean, I think he'll.
Is it though? Is it? Don't tell me that you weren't stressing more last year because you thought you were going to get Shane Wright.
Last year was more stressful for sure.
And you had a trade too. Not sure if we're gonna get that tonight and move up or
Yeah, I think if any,
I don't know. I think
trade's
last year was
gonna be-
pretty special because it was in Montreal and everybody was so hell bent on one player and drafting first.
and then it was just like, nope.
The only thing that I'm gonna say, the only thing exciting about this year is that the pool is so deep in
Yes.
talent. It's going to
Yes.
be exciting to see who picks whom and how it's going to develop. Yes, that will be exciting. However, Habs side of it, I'm not stressed whatsoever. Cool as a cucumber.
I don't think so. I don't think stress is the right word. It's more like curious, like who they really, really bought in on and who they're ultimately going to go with, right? Like that's like the decision's either made now or like what's most interesting right now, I think, and this kind of happened last year maybe too a little bit, is not everybody knew. Like it didn't seem like the Habs were picking Slavkovsky at all. Like it was more out there in the media that they were taking Shane Wright, and that was the impression. That was wrong. And then all of a sudden you get Simone Nemec going second. You got Logan Cooley going third as expected, and then Shane Wright drops to 4. So that was not expected. So it all started from number 1, the intrigue. This year it starts at number 2 with Fantilli, maybe. I mean, like, I don't know how Anaheim doesn't take him unless they somehow think that, they have the boldness to go for Michkov, but I doubt it. But really the intrigue starts at San Jose, or maybe if it goes in the order we expect it to, Annik, it's going to be Bedard, Fantilli, Carlson, and then San Jose is the question mark, right? It's depending on who they take.
Yeah.
Is it going to depend on who we take? No?
Will Smith? I don't know. They seem so hell-bent on Will Smith, but See, this is the way I process things when it comes to leading people on. Does a team say they're hell-bent on a certain player just to influence other teams?
Yeah.
Does that come into play? Because do you see Will Smith fitting in? Like, I don't know.
With Montreal?
With Montreal, San Jose, like, I don't know. I really don't know. It kind of feels... And earlier today it was, Michkov and Canadiens going like this. Is this a play to make him go faster so that Will Smith's available? Like, what's the influence game here?
I think it's always gamesmanship in terms of like putting it out there who you think teams are going to take, because I don't think anybody fully knows except for the obvious ones, which are basically the top 2 and maybe top 3 with Carlson,
Perhaps,
supposedly going to go to Columbus, right? So I think the Canadiens do a good job of keeping it close to the chest. And last year was a great example of that. Like there was no indication from anybody until it was announced out of Kenny's mouth from the Slovakian, league that, like, as soon as I heard Slovakia out of his mouth, I'm like, oh my gosh, like we're all shocked, right?
Especially you.
Especially me. I had to change my drawers. So like straight up, right? Like, but you were there in the Bell Center when they did that. So that must have been such a different vibe. And like you had it live with us on the stream last year, but
my jaw dropped.
You can't replicate that in person.
No, my jaw dropped. I was a big Slav fan from the start, so I was on board the Slav train, but I deep down was thinking that they were going to take Shane Wright. It seemed like the obvious pick from everyone, but the fact that we didn't, and thank you, Paul. Nice to see you again. Thanks for watching. The fact that we're able to skip over the number 1 choice for so many months and that he ends up being picked 4th?
Yeah.
Just proves that anything can freaking happen.
Oh yeah.
So
that's what I mean.
Oh, it's insane. I don't know.
It's more uncertain this year because again, we're lower, if you want to even call it that. But I guess that's true. Yeah. I mean, from 1 to 5, there's just we're going to be the kind of sitting back watching everything unfold, and then all of a sudden it's going to be on us, and everyone's going to be watching. And if Michkov and Will Smith are available, it's just going to be like, oh my gosh, like what do we do? But anyway, we have another guest to bring in. He has arrived, so I'm going to bring him in. Another Habs Tonight legend, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Brandon Legacy. How you doing, brother?
Good. How you guys doing?
You got the mic in hand. That's exactly what we wanted. That's exactly what we expected. So
you got everything set up. It's been a while. There's a bunch of dust around this thing.
Been a few months.
Yeah. How you guys doing?
We are good, excited.
Good.
Thrilled.
Awesome.
Not sure what to expect. It's probably
Yeah.
going to be they're showing Ryan Leonard highlights right now because that's been my guy for a while.
That's true.
I've been really high on Ryan Leonard, yeah, to be honest with you. But I mean, it's probably going to be, I don't know, an hour and a half till Montreal picks. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy.
I said I would start this stream around 6:45, just knowing that, you know, there'd be a bit of time to kill before the draft starts. But I mean, they're going to go through their huge intro here. You know, congratulations to the Vegas Golden Knights on winning a Stanley Cup the day after they were born, and like, you know, stuff like that. Like, just going to take a while to get to even getting to Bedard's pick, but they're showing the draft floor. Everybody's at their tables now. Everybody's ready. So we're kicking things off. I'm going to have my neck cranked a lot tonight, guys. So if I'm like this for a good chunk of tonight, please forgive. Just watch Brandon and Annik a little bit. Can you see the stream, Brando, by the way?
Yeah, I got on my phone right below me. That's why I'm rocking 2 headphones, just so I can listen to.
Oh, that's
pretty smart.
That's stellar work by you, my friend. And he's repping the Habs tonight hat. Can we get Brandon on a? I'm gonna put him up in a close up. Just cheers to the brand. Nick's got it on too. There it is. Dale with it.
That was quite the run we had. That was a lot of fun. Growing that from scratch right to what we had it at.
It sure was, man. Like we were kind of treated like we started it right in the middle of COVID still, right? So like I don't think any of us thought that the pandemic was still going to be going on a year into it as much as it was, and then it was like another year. But we made the best of it by doing that show, and honestly, like so many people since we've left have messaged me and said how like Habs Tonight kind of inspired like a whole bunch of channels, a whole bunch of Montreal channels.
Yeah, it all started like going from there. And I think the best part of it was having fans messaging us saying just some inspiring stories out there of people who were just looking to reach out, communicate, talk hockey, going through a hard time, mental health, and, you know, just going through a lot. And this channel was a savior for a lot of people. So, you know, it's good to hear that you made a difference in somebody's life. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, and then for the Habs to go on the run that they did the year we started that, I think Derek and I had to go on a run of cans because they kept winning. So it was tons of fun. Like, I can't believe how quick it went by as well. But then it was like you couldn't do anything anyway, so it was might as well hop online, enjoy some hockey, talk hockey, have some fun, and then kind of life started ramping back up again. Drink a lot of beer, a lot of beer.
You owed it to the sponsor. Yeah, you owed it to the Torque. What was it, Torque Brewery or something like that?
Torque Brewing out in Winnipeg. That was a great sponsor.
That's hilarious.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Well, I think compliments to you, man. You've been lifting weights or something. Like you look like you've lost some. I
went
weight, dude.
4 months no cans in January.
Damn.
And did a bunch of running and stuff. So yeah, thank you, appreciate that.
I can tell.
Crushing cans.
Yeah, no crushing bubblies, but
there you go.
Now that summer's coming around, the cans are kind of back out, but still maintaining the healthy aspect of it. But no, it was tons of fun. I mean, and who would have thought we created that thing with what? None of us really knew each other. I mean, some kind of social media presence, but nothing like we did. And then to grow that from, we started off like 3 people, then 4, then 7, then 8, and we got up there, and I don't know, that was a blast. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Some great connections, great friendships, and hockey family. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
we're still here. We're still here, as you can see. So I will make a minor announcement, sort of, on the Habs Tonight front, ladies and gentlemen. So as you guys know, the show has been put to bed for the time being, and we're not saying it's going to be, you know, gone forever, but there is somebody that I'll be bringing onto this channel in the next, I don't know, month or so. I basically said after draft and free agency, but Dale Weiss will be coming on the channel. He'll be coming on sometime after free agency on my channel here, and basically just giving a life update for the last year and a half since he retired from hockey for good and stepped away from everything hockey related, except for when it comes to his kids. He's been coaching and found his love for the game again. So Weiss are going to be jumping on sometime in the next few weeks here. So stay tuned.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I have no idea how he does 4. Like Easton's almost 2 now. I just have 1. It's nuts. And Easton doesn't want to be inside ever, so I'm always outside now. Like, I don't know how James, Derek, Dale, like they all did this when we did Habs night with the kids and stuff. I was like, I don't know how they did it. It's wild. Like you have no time, but it's so much fun.
But I know.
How is the little guy doing?
Good. He's busy, really busy. And if, like I said, if we're not outside, it is a shit fit. So a lot of time outside.
Yeah. Just making him do laps, eh? You're just tiring him out. You're like, all right, buddy, time for bed.
He's loving hockey. He likes playing with golf clubs and his lawnmower. So it's busy time, but it's going to be a busy night. Twin. So what do you...
Yes, it is.
So what do you guys think is going to happen there? Do you think Habs are sticking at 5? You're going to see how the first... Well, after Connor goes and then see?
Well, someone's already asking you, Brando, so maybe we'll throw it to you first. Who the Habs pick at 5. I think they're going to keep the pick unless something crazy happens. It looks like it's just about to get started here. You know, Gary Bettman's getting booed, I believe, as usual.
Good old tradition.
So what do you think, Brenda? Like, I know you said that you were busy being a dad and trying to dig into the draft as best you could. So what are you sensing?
I really don't know. I mean, Connor Bedard's going first. You assume Fantilli's going second, but I guess like on social media, it's saying Pat Verbeek with the Ducks keeps everything tight knit. They don't know what he's going to do. I assume it's Fantilli. Columbus has straight out said they're not trading their pick and they're getting a center pretty much 100%. So that's Smith or Carlson. And then it's up to the Sharks if they keep their pick, if they take Carlson or Smith or Mishkov, and then it's up to the Habs. But I mean, I prefer them go Mishkov if he's the one that's available. If Smith's available or Carlson, I think it's between those three. But I also think like there's a sliver of a chance Habs might move their pick if, let's say, Mishkov's gone, Smith's gone, but then you got Carlson sitting there. You got to take one of those three. But if they move down to like 7 and then they end up with like a Benson, Leonard, or something of that caliber, that could be enticing as well, depending what you get back. I know you were talking about the Weeks thing with Askarov from Nashville. I know Nashville offered 2 first-round picks and Askarov to the Habs. I don't think the Habs are going to take. I think Renaud Lavoie said no. But, I mean, it's going to be interesting. I think it all matters on the order. And I think for months everybody thought it was a set order of Bedard, Fantilli, Carlson. Then it was like Smith, Mishkov, question marks. I know Reinbacker's made some rumors as well. But it's going to be interesting. I really don't know what's going to happen. That kind of makes it exciting where you're not picking number 1 anymore. And there is a consensus number 1 this year. It's obviously Connor Bedard. But I think it all depends how the order goes. And I don't think anybody knows 100% how that's going to go until it actually happens. That's why I don't think you're going to hear anything until the picks come up, if there is a move or if not. Which
is the best way to do it, maybe. I don't know. Like that makes it the most exciting because it's just like a bomb drop, right? Kind of thing. So
it's gonna be wild. Like it's really interesting.
What are your thoughts, Annik?
Well, from what I'm reading now too is Kent Hughes flat out said it's upwards to 50% that we will not move our pick. So not exactly sure what that means. Is it 51? Is it 90? Is it 95? You know,
50%.
Just upwards to 50%. I personally think we're going to stick with number 5. I don't think we're going to move down unless it's absolutely worth it. If you want to move down, who are you going to give? What are you going to give? Is it worth it?
Do you mean down as an up, like to go
higher
than
move
5?
Up, yeah.
Okay.
Personally,
yeah, I don't see it happening, but
I don't see it happening.
A couple picks and unloading a Hoffman or Armia type. Like let's say Philly gives them 7 and what do they have? 7 and 17 or 7 and whatever.
22.
Unload a contract, 7 and 22. That's where you can get Benson, Leonard kind of area. Unload a bad contract, maybe a roster player. Like there's so much stuff up in the air. It depends what teams want to do. Like, do the Capitals come in and try to move to 5? What can they offload?
Yeah.
There was a rumor about Detroit wanting to move out their 2 picks too. They're what, 17th or 19th or something and 9th. They've got 2 early first rounds, so they wanted to move up, but I don't know. For me, I don't think it's worth it. You stick with what you have. You're going to get somebody good at 5. Take the 5th. And Deeks, you sent me a lot of videos and a few articles on Leonard here. So the more that I watched it, I kind of got on board the Leonard train with you.
What did you like about him?
His speed and his shot. He just, he's absolutely insane.
He's got
might
some
be what
grit
we
to his
need.
game too.
Very physical.
Right winger, right?
Physical.
Almost like a hybrid Kachuk in a way. Matthew Kachuk.
Hybrid. There you go.
They've compared him to Matthew and Brady.
Yeah.
Okay, so
in terms of playing styles,
and he's a right wing.
And he's a right winger. Yep.
I wouldn't mind having a good, decent righty.
And that's where like the trade aspect comes in. If let's say Philly wants to move to 5 and you drop back to 7, knowing you can get a Leonard at 7 and maybe get a young player or a couple other picks and you unload a bad contract as well. Like there's so many different scenarios out there that it's going to be interesting.
Yeah, there's so much talent available. That's the best problem to have, I guess. And it's crazy because like the talent is deeper this year. So some of these guys that are going at 3, 4, and 5 could have gone first last year.
Yeah.
Easily.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's what makes it fun for me is that it's pretty difficult to miss on this pick unless we go Reinbacher. I'll be kind of pissed. But like,
yeah, I don't see that.
Trade for a right D later on.
That's what people are saying. Yeah, like if you move down, like say Michkov is available at 5 and Philly is just dead set on getting him, or Washington is dead set on getting him. Philly specifically because they have 2 first-rounders. If we move down to 7, say we end up with Leonard, and this is a very tough situation. I don't think it would happen, but like say you ended up with like Leonard and then Reinbacher. Reinbacher is going to go top 15 though. But Arizona has 6 and 12, I believe. Mm-hmm. So Shaner was saying, if you trade down with them, then you could be looking at 2 studs, right? So you could be grabbing a Leonard and, maybe a Benson or, the left-handed defenseman that's compared to Quinn Hughes, Sandin Pellikka, I think it is.
Yeah.
Which we need a right-hand D, I think, because people just don't know what we have in, say, Logan Mailloux yet. Like he's probably the prospect that we offensively, we know he's got talent, but in terms of defensively, Reinbacher's more of a stay-at-home type, not an offensive guy as much.
He is not offensive at all.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Every single report has said the same thing and you see it in his play. Like, yeah, he'll give you a defensive play, but
then do you stick with a Hudson type?
Well, that's what they were saying is that Reinbacher would be what I heard from other streams was Reinbacher would be the ideal pairing for Lane Hudson.
Yeah.
So in that aspect, I can understand it because you need someone to stay like a stay-at-home defenseman while Hudson's just going to do circles and, try to just be, the quarterback of the power play or just, just basically thinking offense first a lot, but it's hard to say. I think it's a reach for Reinbacher at 5 though. I think it's a reach. I think we got to add to our top 6 and fill it out.
There's players to take before him.
Brando, what did you take or what did you make of the Alex Newhook trade? We talked about it before you came on here.
I liked it. I mean, it's tough to say obviously because nothing's actually happened yet as per playing, but I mean, if you break it down, I have 2 thoughts on it. I'm torn because I think it's Ben Sherratt and like a 2nd round pick for Newhook, who has tons of upside. Marty should be able to untap his potential, hopefully. A la Dak. I'm sure you guys talked about that. But I'm also kind of torn because I wanted 31 or 37 to be one of the goalies. Just to have, I know Monty's coming into his own. I don't think he's the guy per se. I know he's getting better. He's playing better. The World Championships was great, but I wanted to see them toss a pick at that Harabel or one of the other top goalie prospects because we do need to get some goaltending in there. Primo hasn't quite done exactly what we've hoped, but you could also get a goalie in the market, just like the right D kind of argument. You can find one, hopefully. But the deal's already done, and I hope Newhook does well. I mean, he's like Suzuki's size, weight. I'm not worried about that at all. I don't know if I see him as a center, especially when you have Suzuki, Doc, you got Monahan back. So I see him on the wing. But I mean, I think he can help the power play. I mean, the more skill you put in your top 6, top 9, the better it's going to be. So I'm excited to see how it goes.
Oh, breaking news.
Oh, who had Connor going first?
Connor Bedard went first. The draft has begun, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see this earmuff on like the side of my head because my headphones are massive and I'll be listening to I'm going to try to listen into the draft as well as you guys. So
his first game's going to be in Pitt against Sid. It'd be cool with the opening face-off, Bedard against Crosby. They're going
to do it. Oh, they're going to do it. If they don't,
and then he's in Montreal for Montreal's home opener.
I heard that. My sister told me that.
Yeah.
Brando, I want to get your thoughts on it quickly since you're mentioning about Newhook not using him as a center. So where does Evans stand in all of this?
I don't know, like, because there is an argument. The more centers you have is not bad because they can tend to go to the wing easier than a wing goes center. But I mean, Jake Evans, his 5v5 for his points, for his usage is extremely well. So he could be a trade chip maybe later on for a team that needs like a bottom 6 center or a bottom 6 player that can PK great. He's got tons of speed. I love Jake Evans as a player. I thought he did well last year until he got hurt.
Very underrated.
Tough because you get attached to some of these people, but you also got to move on when there's more skill. But I mean, Jake's just that reliable, steady bottom 6 guy that he can play wing, he can play center, he can PK for you, he can be out there the final 2 minutes. That's why. So you got to move on from. You hope to move on from Dvorak. That experiment didn't work as much as they wanted.
We talked about that.
You keep Evie for a bit because I mean, Evans' cap hit's great. He knows the team. He's at that age group with them. Yes, he's a little older than them. He's 26, 27 now. Whereas Susie and all of them are mid or low 20s. But I don't know. I'm torn. It's going to be weird. I'm curious how the roster looks going into camp after free agency and all these moves and all these picks are done. What do you guys think about Evans?
Exactly the same thing as you. Honestly,
it's just one of those guys where it's like if he stays, great. If he goes, I hope they get something good for him. And I hope he does well wherever he goes because he's a great kid.
He's a great kid. He's a great human being too. So it's tough because he's I mean, we've had him on the Habs Tonight show several times, and he communicated with us through socials for a while too. So the only thing that worries me about Jake Evans is the many concussions that he's had and that his career might be cut short if he gets the wrong one again. So that's a factor you need to consider as well, I think. But like you said, Brando, I just hope he ends up somewhere where he's going to be utilized and push for a cup run somewhere. Maybe a trade deadline move.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Bedard has been chosen, and they're already showing him in like video game mode here. Like on the.
You imagine just going from 3 cups and a bunch of superstars, and then you reset with another superstar.
You pricks.
Like besides Max Domi, when's the last time the Habs had a point per game almost player?
Well, he was right before
Kovalev?
Kovalev was 80, had an 84 point. Yeah.
Was he the last one? Yeah.
Season.
Like, we need, and that's the thing. Like if it's Reinbacher, I'm with you, Deeks. I'll be so mad.
What's that?
I want a potential like point per game player.
Honest to God, like because I really I've really been high on Ryan Leonard, but it really depends on who's available. Like if Smith's available, hard not to take him, but then like
got to jump on that.
Is there such a thing as having too many really good centers? Because right now we have too many that are so and developing.
If they stay healthy, it might be an issue, but that's the other.
Smith and Leonard. If they're both available, that's a tough call. But that's why I can't wait for them.
Smith.
Think so?
If Smith's available, I don't think Smith's making it past 3.
Well,
that's the consensus.
Smith also played for Kent Hughes for 3 years, so there's that relationship too. You know that if he's available, I'm pretty sure that's
Lane Hudson.
Yeah. Too. So I don't know. He was my top choice from the start, and then started doing a little bit more research on Leonard, like Drew mentioned I should do. So,
I mean,
either way, let's be honest. Either way, we're getting a good pick.
That's what I'm most excited about. Is that I just don't. I want to know who it is.
I know,
but at least the draft started now. At least the ball's rolling, so we can get a little bit closer to the action and stuff. Some people are really on like the no Michkov train, which is
the politics are playing a big issue with the reasoning behind the choice. So there's a lot of different opinions out there.
Our death down the middle should be illegal, Damon says. If they add Will Smith, yes.
I remember saying like back a few years ago, just when we were doing probably 2 years ago, when it was before KK left, because I was like, oh, you got Suzuki, you're gonna have KK, you're gonna have all these guys down the middle. It's gonna be sweet. Like we thought Denosa might still be there, Paling, and then they're all gone.
How wrong were we?
And
goodbye.
Exactly.
Good night, Irene. Yeah.
But no, I mean it's easier to put a center onto the wing. I mean that might be happening to Byfield out in LA now. You got Dubois, Deneau, Kopitar. Byfield might have to go up into the top 6 on the wing.
I figured Byfield was definitely going to be part of that trade, but good for them that he's not.
Yeah.
I would love to see Byfield get out of there. I feel like he's not getting, I don't know. I've always been a fan of that guy, and I'd love to see him get an opportunity somewhere else.
He just needs a healthy season. He's had bad luck.
He does. He does.
Same with my boy Akil Thomas, who's yet to make his NHL debut
too, yeah.
with the Kings. He's actually sort of a I would call him a healthy acquaintance.
Yeah.
Sort of like Dale in a way, just kind of like I can shoot him a text or whatever whenever, anytime. And Akil had an injury last year too that took him out with the LA Reign, and he couldn't finish his season and still hasn't made his NHL debut. He's only 23. But for those that don't know, Akil Thomas had the gold medal winning goal for the World Juniors just before COVID happened, and only played just over 4 minutes in that game, and got the game,
made a count,
winning goal. He was on our hometown Niagara Ice Dogs, and then after that goal, his trade value went through the roof, and then came home, got traded, and then basically the Ice Dogs fell apart after he left, pretty much. So
yeah, that's a whole other story.
Whole other story for another time. But Akil's going to come on the channel soon too.
I want to get you guys' thoughts on this quickly, since we're waiting for Fantelli to be picked second.
Yep.
So you have Pierre-Luc Dubois that practically, as some people are saying, used Montreal to up his trade value and lands in LA. So are you guys disappointed that he ended up in LA and not Montreal? And how do you feel about LA's roster going forward?
I'm not too upset after I saw the price.
Not at all.
I mean, the Habs couldn't compete with the price.
Dodged the bullet there.
The price, I mean, the players they sent away, because there's rumored like it was like Gooley or Doc or something. Like, you can't give up that. It doesn't fit with the time frame.
I mean,
and then the money aside, it's
were the prospects that LA or sorry,
they gave away a whole line, a center, a left, and a right,
4 pieces, right,
and a second round pick.
Yeah, but
who's Anaheim taking?
They just picked Carlson. Oh,
what?
Anaheim just picked Carlson.
They did take Carlson. Jesus.
Here we go, guys.
That's what I mean. I told like 2 to 5 is such a question mark.
Guys.
Wow.
I had to change
I didn't see
graphic.
that one coming.
I had to change my graphic. The crowd just went, oh, it sounded like Slav got drafted last year. There was a huge gasp. So
now you got Fantilli, Smith, or Mishkov for the Habs.
Don't get me excited.
Can you imagine if we got Fantelli?
I'd lose it. It's the Ice Dog.
You imagine?
Question mark.
No, he's going to go to Columbus now.
You better quit whatever he does.
Columbus is taking
center.
The draft is crazy. This is why it's a blast.
It's always the live reactions too that are amazing.
Like,
wow.
I'm getting the crowd reaction. Like, just it sounded like Slav last year when you guys like just lost your mind.
Where I lost my mind online. Yeah.
On our Habs Tonight stream watching that draft, just hoping for Hudson for the first hour. And
yeah, and then we finally got him day 2.
Yeah, right? You were hell bent on one player.
Shaner was pumped about him too.
Wow, that's wild. So
good
now
Anaheim,
Columbus might not be taking Smith now. Fantilli sitting there.
So, Drew, if you touch on the comment from Tommy here, will the Habs trade up to get Fantelli now that he's available?
Oh boy,
would you do it?
Columbus ain't going to trade. They want a center, and they just got a gift.
Mm-hmm.
They'd want
hypothetically.
I don't even know if the Habs could give.
What would you give?
What could they give?
That's what I mean. Like, what are your options?
Yeah.
It's quiet in that arena right now.
So everybody's jaws on the floor.
Picking them up.
Montreal has a bunch of prospects that fit, like, they're not in that elite tier. They're like in the good tier. Like, I'm talking like your Owen Becks and all that stuff, where they're going to be decent players that I think are going to be NHL players. But I don't know if, like, Montreal doesn't have the pieces to move without you losing one of their untouchables of Suzuki, all that. Like, Montreal's kind of screwed in where they have good prospects that aren't NHL ready yet, but also can't stray away from their good NHL players, because that is the core moving forward, the sub 25 guys.
Yeah, they're
going to have a great player at 5 now. That shook everything up.
See, like, Brando was right and Shana was right. Intrigue starts at number 2, and I did not see that coming. I don't think a
should
lot of people
see
did.
comments on the Ducks Twitter post. Everybody's having a meltdown.
Okay, William Karlsson obviously is going to be their number one center for 15, 20 years now.
But I guess when you're, I don't know. Absolutely hilarious.
That's wild. Okay, hang on a second.
Gotta love draft day.
So Fantilli 3, San Jose Smith 4. Michkov's going to be available at 5. You can almost
Fantilli's going to drop to 4.
Smith or Michkov are going to be available for us.
Exactly.
So we know that much.
Unless
Smith and Michkov.
There's a trade.
Or Columbus goes Smith.
I can't handle this.
Fantilli, Michkov.
With every selection, it's just like the drama just builds. I like that. It's awesome.
You take Fantilli over Michkov?
Columbus said they're getting a center, right?
Hypothetically.
Columbus did, yeah.
I mean, Yarmo, Mr. Honest
Smith
GM over there.
Mr. Honest GM.
Fantilli's just a bigger center.
Yeah, Fantilli's a unit, 6'2". But what's Karlsson, 6'3"?
Fantilli had more control development-wise because he's going to be at Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, so Karlsson's going to be in Sweden, right?
Yeah.
Or he might be with the Ducks.
They said he's pretty close to ready.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I heard on him.
Would be surprised to see him with the Ducks already.
Like, Fantilli, I think, is playing in Michigan for another year. At least I heard that, but unless something changes. But I heard that Karlsson is close to ready, though.
Everybody except for like Bedard and maybe Karlsson are like 2 years away. That's why the Michkov thing, time-wise, doesn't really matter because his 2 or 3 year left in the K doesn't really matter because Smith, all these guys are going to be another 2-3 years away anyways. It's just essentially hoping he doesn't re-sign, which I don't see him because all of his interviews have said he wants to come over to the NHL. So
yeah,
it's just what you want. You can't control his development because you can't really, like, you can talk to him, but you can't. Like, SKA is going to do whatever they want with him. They'll play him as many minutes as they want. They pretty much run everything. But that's where the Nick Bobrov stuff comes in because I think his dad used to or still works with SKA. So it's interesting, but it all depends how 3-4 goes. Nick Bobrov's NHL scout.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Ties to Michkov's team.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember hearing that too. Yeah. Well, they said
chicken.
that. What's the Ducks GM's name again? I'm drawing a blank.
Pat Verbeek.
Thank you. They said Pat Verbeek was like willing to go off the board, if you will, and he just did. So, like,
I thought he was going to take Michkov.
Really? That's what people were saying.
Rumored he's number 2 in talent. It's just so many questions.
For the longest time, he was number 2, and even at some point, Bob McKenzie had mentioned earlier throughout the years, he could be like a 1B. Yeah.
Columbus is at the podium. I am expecting Adam Fantilli. This should not be a shock, but I will be shocked if it's not Fantilli.
Expect the unexpected.
It's so quiet before these guys make picks. It's like
turning off the comments. My stream, I think, is a little bit behind some people in the comments.
Yeah.
I like the excitement.
I think my reaction is going to be ahead of some people. I feel bad.
Yeah, what's they going to see?
Wouldn't be the first.
That's time. Timmins. I forgot Timmins is with Columbus.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What the heck?
Just waiting for DC's face. I don't have the stream. I'm just following on Twitter. So
you're just congratulating Vegas for their long suffering for a cup.
Fantilli.
Yeah.
Fantilli.
You're ahead of ours.
Oh,
there it is.
I knew that they were going to take the center.
There it is.
So that's Smith or Michkov, unless Nashville does a big splash and moves, because Barry wants to move.
Fantilli to Columbus. You know what? Would Adam Fantilli be? I think he's going to be happier in Columbus playing with Johnny Gaudreau and Patrick Laine versus, I don't know, Anaheim playing with.
I don't know. I think I'd rather go to Anaheim.
And Zegers, yeah. But Columbus is further ahead. Columbus is further ahead in terms of like playoffs and stuff.
Yeah.
And they got a great decor coming too.
It's such a shit culture.
Zelensky back healthy.
It's
the culture,
such a shit culture.
That's the question. That's a question mark for sure.
That would be my.
Fantilli just hugged Michkov. Okay, cool. They look sharp. These guys are in vests. Honestly, Fantilli looks like the life is drained out of him, but I think he thought he was going second this whole time.
As did we.
So Fantilli definitely looks Like he saw a ghost a little bit. He's like, "Why am I coming up now? I should have been up 10
I don't
minutes
think
ago."
the Habs are going to be moving now. They got Smith or Mishkov. Kent wants either one of those, I think.
I think
Smith
they're
for the relation, Mishkov for the talent. It's a win-win for Montreal if they stay. You have to just
agreed.
They take Ron back, and I'm going to probably put my microphone through my monitor.
Shaner said the same thing. He's like, "Oh man, like if he said if they pass on Michkov, he's gonna freaking lose it." Habs Fan TV was saying the same thing. I had Alex on not that long ago, and like he was calling
Babcock's going to Columbus.
Yeah, Babcock. Oh yeah, yeah. Welcome to Columbus. Yeah, geez. the old boys club: Trevor Timmins, Mike Babcock, Jarmo Kekalainen.
Rick Nash.
See,
that he's changed.
That's
Rick
what
Nash
I mean.
Is the saving grace. Rick Nash. He's the saving grace.
That's what I mean by a shit culture.
Yeah, I forgot
Columbus
all about
taking Fantilli
because they haven't technically announced it yet because there's some rule because he getting paid by Toronto until July or August or something.
Yeah, I read up on that.
I think what I'm going to do is when we pick, I'm going to keep my mic on, but I'm going to turn my volume down and look away from Annik because she's going to spoil it for us.
I won't. I promise. I won't. Scout's honor.
No. You can. I don't care. I just want to. I'll let my reaction be natural.
Doing?
Habs Twitter,
Habs Twitter is actually pretty calm right now. Everybody's still reacting
nervous.
to Karlsson.
Oh, they're nervous. Habs Twitter's nervous right now.
Nothing. Like if they mess this, if they galaxy brain themselves out of Smith or Mishkov.
I gotta say, Fantilli looks good in that blue jersey, though. He looks sharp.
On the inside, I don't know if you saw the inside of his jacket. So it's all like a montage of him and his different teams and everything. And he's got one picture on the right side where he's on shoulders in a full Montreal Canadiens uniform.
I'm curious.
Fantilli?
Do you think? I wonder if Columbus would have took Smith if Fantilli went second. I wonder if it would end up being
a good plan B.
You'll never know. Like I'm curious what Columbus was thinking.
Yeah, that would have been a healthy plan B for sure.
Yeah.
No, that's what I would have done. I'm just curious what the original thought was. Anaheim makes her pick and they're ripping off the name bar and putting another one on. Like shit.
Right?
Oh god.
Who's San Jose taking?
Last star going to announce Montreal's new star, hopefully.
That's what we're hoping. Would be pretty cool.
So is San Jose going to take Michkov or Smith here?
I don't know. Oh, and they don't spoil this.
Oh man, this is wild. This is wild.
It's exciting.
The draft is really, really fun. I just don't want to keep doing too many of them because that means that we still suck.
This is pretty cool here. Fantilli's his coat, like his inner coat, had the names of every single person who helped him along the line of his career.
Oh, that's neat.
That's Fantilli. Cool. It looks like Bedard. Well, they're all wearing the same thing tonight.
Yeah, but he had every name of every single person. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Right on.
Just a quick side note.
I like fun facts.
I know you do.
Always. More people tuning in. Thanks for watching. And if you are watching, everybody, don't be shy to hit the old like button and support the channel.
And subscribe because you're almost at 4K.
And hit subscribe. Yeah, 4K is either close or it's past now. Aiming for 5K past the
somebody said here
free agency.
Somebody said here, what if the Sharks take Leonard?
Ooh.
Oh, I'll be pissed. No, actually, I'll be okay.
I don't think they will. I feel like the Leonard's like in the 6 to 8 range.
Yeah, 5. Yeah, depending on who's available, 5 to 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like if Smith's available, I feel like Kent will go with him just because the familiarity and the control, because he's going to be at BU.
And he's going to be good on the wicket on the power play. Really creative.
Yeah.
Will work really well with Caulfield and Suzuki and Lane Hudson.
Alexander Daigle at 5.
Alexander Daigle. there's a name from the books. Here comes Mikey Greer. So San Jose's about to pick.
Pick is in, so it's not traded.
The more we get closer to our pick, the more nervous I get, though.
I just switched off the comments again. I don't want to see.
Yeah.
I promise I'll shut up.
You can make an expression.
Okay.
Just don't blurt the name.
Okay.
There. Yeah.
don't think you're too far ahead, though. You're
Expression
like
all
10
day.
seconds
Just don't
ahead.
say the name. Yeah, I'm with that.
You got it.
Brando, how far is yours from behind the Knicks?
Greer and them just got on stage versus the Picks in right behind them.
Okay, so you and me are pretty close.
I don't have a stream. I'm just twittering.
Usually they thank Nashville, congratulate Vegas, and then they do their pick.
Yeah.
But it's kind of less exciting. Montreal doesn't have that 31 and 37 anymore. I really wanted a goalie.
I hear you. Are we? Am I okay to react as I have been, Brando, or is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't have anything yet, though.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Doing the congratulations on Vegas right now.
Yeah, a well-deserved one, I'm sure.
Here we go. Oh wait. Oh, Marlowe's coming up to do the pick. Okay, like just more drama.
Okay, I know the pick. I know the pick.
I love it. I love it that you know, but I don't know, so don't say anything. Oh my gosh! Wait a minute. They just picked Leonard. Is that Leonard?
You seriously don't have it now?
Oh, it's Will Smith. I'm an idiot.
Smith.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, I couldn't tell. I couldn't tell what the guy looked like. So Will Smith is gone, and that is expected.
So what does Montreal do?
Michkov, Leonard. Michkov, Leonard.
Okay, so this is where it all ends for Montreal because Michkov's available. We're screwed. We're friggin' screwed. If we pick him, we're screwed. If we don't pick him, we're screwed.
They trading or they keeping? Like if they want Leonard, they could move back to 7 or Benson type. Smaller,
Washington,
yes, but he's one of the best
him,
players in the W.
Yeah, but if you want Leonard, you can just take him now, no?
You could, or you could, if somebody really wants Michkov, you could drop back to like 6-7.
And take a chance.
Unload a bad contract, but
he's available, guys. This is the worst case scenario that happened.
Okay, so this one we got to be.
Everybody
react, but no names.
I did not say any names.
Your reaction was perfect, Annik. Your reaction was
sit there
perfect.
and smile.
Yeah, when you said you knew the pick, I got excited.
You said
and then
Leonard.
I didn't know
what,
and then I got the player wrong.
That's on you.
I'm always overhyped. You guys know me. I'm always
overhyped.
I'm always too excited.
I don't think you ever went in your car to honk the horn for someone before while you worked.
Oh yeah. Yep. Cole Caulfield, ladies and gentlemen. That was a moment. Now, as you can see, everyone's tuning in now because the Habs are about to pick. So for those that are just tuning in, welcome to the stream. And our heart monitors are on and they're beating a little faster now.
I'm actually very calm. I don't know
what to.
Like,
I have no
casually
idea.
Cool as a cucumber. I'm telling you.
I have no idea what to expect, you guys. I don't.
Good.
I want to say Leonard is a strong possibility, but and I
what
thought that.
Okay, so lock in your picks right now. I'm saying Michkov.
I agree. I think it's gonna be Michkov.
Honest to God, earlier today on I did another local radio show. I said Michkov. I think they'll have the balls to do it, but I don't know.
Got to lock one in.
Because what's intriguing, because when he comes in 2 to 3 years, it depends if he cuts it short or not, he's going to be like league minimum right when like the cap's gone up as well. So you're adding a great talented player to a roster that's already got paying their guys, and he's just a cheap addition. It's going to be interesting.
Yep.
Divorcee is another one that's up there. I can turn the comments off now.
Brendo, when is it safe to say who we picked when we do?
I think me and you are pretty much the same. And Nick's just
we're pretty close. Yeah, we're pretty close. And Nick's using a cheat code called Twitter.
You guys can say it. If you guys are excited, say it.
I will not say anything.
And if there's a trade in Nick, you can tell us, but you can't say what it is.
Okay. I'll just say we have a trade to announce.
They have 2.5 minutes. Carey Price is there though. Okay. The last 5th overall pick.
I really hope he gets to announce it.
Yeah, because if they trade
I think
back,
I think Carey's coming up. Yeah, I think he
is. Because why else would
the last star to the next star
to catch a country concert? Like
that's what I said.
I know. Thank you.
So this is the graphic right now, guys. Habs select That's my graphic I prepared. So there's already exclamations everywhere because just, whoever we get, we should be excited. Kent Hughes is on the television screen right now, and I'm freaking out. Okay.
Pick 5 is in.
Pick 5 is in.
So no trade. All right.
Selecting 5th overall for the 6th time in franchise history, most recently drafting Carey Price.
Is that Martin Lapointe, the wicked tan?
100% it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
He's got some sun down in Nashville. He went to work a week early.
My volume's going up on the TV. You guys can't hear, right? No copyright issues.
No, I can't hear anything.
Okay.
Do they have a jersey or are they trading? Oh, Kent's on the phone.
Is he really?
It's locked in though.
They're sitting there. He's got his phone. Yeah, what they're saying, this pick does disturb the next few picks.
Oh, 100%. We're the turning point right now.
There's a pause in between here, folks. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, Brando's right. Like, whew. Will Smith, a San Jose Shark. Didn't think I was going to see that.
Everybody's saying that we're not trading.
Okay.
We're drafting.
Well, we're drafting.
Here comes Carey. Carey's getting picked again.
I'm okay with that.
Carey's
like, I am not retiring.
Carey's reincarnating, and he's our next goalie.
You imagine getting up there and just dropping the jersey by accident, going up the stairs, and everybody sees the name.
Yeah.
Before you can say it.
Oopsie.
The pick is in.
Something I'd do.
Yeah, pick is
This
in.
is the moment, everybody. This is the moment you tuned in to the Drew Deeks channel for. I don't know why you did, actually.
Yeah.
I'm a weirdo. No, I'm just kidding.
You're cool,
Brando.
weirdo.
Thank you. Brando and Annik, I'm glad to have you
problem.
along for this moment
Thank you
again.
for having us.
Because last year we experienced this together and we're about to do it again.
Comments off.
I'm nervous.
All right, guys.
I'm nervous, guys. I'm nervous.
All right.
They gotta say their thank yous and congratulations first.
Don't say it, Annik. Don't say it.
I'm not saying anything.
She's refresh.
Watch this. It's going to say you exceeded your amount of refresh and it's going to like jam up on me.
Carey's coming up to make the pick, baby. Carey, you know what to do.
Does he though?
Deeks is gonna go wild.
Oh no.
Can't wait for you to clip this, Deeks.
Carey screwed up the name.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They picked him. Oh, he messed up the name.
I am shocked.
Who'd he pick?
David Reinbacher.
Shocked.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Wow. Okay.
2 years in a row.
Yeah.
I hope I'm wrong.
Not happy with that
wrong.
one. Not
I
happy
hope
with
I'm
that
wrong.
one.
Carey couldn't even get the words out of his mouth.
No.
He was so shocked.
This was the worst possible outcome.
Ugh. I feel bad like for this kid because he doesn't deserve the reaction.
No, of
Yeah.
course.
But, holy crap.
But this was not, I don't know. It's not the best available player.
No. And that was,
I can't believe
I know we made the comment like that's Lane Hudson's future D partner most likely, but
Grant McKegg was right again. Again. You know what, Grant? You deserve a raise for whoever pays you. That's all I gotta say.
Old Pricey's going to get some heat for that too. That did not go well
And
for him.
I'm scared to look at the comments. I'm out. I don't. You like to put cursing up, but this guy better be the next Shea Weber. That's all I got to friggin' say. Oh my gosh, you guys.
That is wild.
That is going to bite us in the ass.
Yeah. You got Leonard sitting there. You had Mishkov sitting there. Benson, Dvorsky. Like there's so many options.
And by all means, this is not me criticizing the player itself whatsoever, because I'm sure he's going to be a very talented NHL player in the future. It's me criticizing the situation.
Well, like you could have traded back, I think, for him.
Well, if that's what you were going to do,
you could have took Philly for 7 and whatever.
The reactions are pouring in, ladies and gentlemen. The reactions are pouring in. I feel bad for one person in this whole thing. That's David Reinbacher.
Yeah.
Because he didn't pick him.
Yeah.
He didn't pick himself.
Yeah. Well, that's exciting.
Oh, where is Shane Gilman when you need him? I guarantee you Tony Marinaro's flipping a lid on the Sick podcast right now, too.
Well, not the only one.
That you know what?
Did you guys see what I was expecting?
Did you guys see Carey? He couldn't even say his name.
Yeah, I know.
I did not.
He said,
I'm going to watch it here.
Picking David, and then he did not know
it. That's going to be edited so hard when Carey couldn't even say the name of the pick, and it's the guy that nobody wanted.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Welcome to Arizona.
Oh my God, I just listened to it. That was so bad.
Why don't you just trade back?
Did you hear it?
Oh my God.
I still have exclamation points on this. I want to apologize.
Keep it that way, because that's what it is.
No, I need to add question marks. Habs select David Reinbacher, defenseman, 5th overall. And my heart is sad and hurt. What?
Oh, if you would have took Nashville,
we don't need a right D anymore.
You would have had a goalie and 2 picks to go after D. Oh well, I wonder what's going to happen next now.
They see something in Reinbacher that nobody else does. I don't know. I shouldn't say nobody.
It's been rumored since early summer. Well, I mean, summer just turned.
Yeah,
a few days ago.
No, but a few months they were talking about him and being the guy. But I don't know. If everybody had gone and he was the only one left, okay, fine. But yeah, 1 draft too early for defense, maybe 1 round too early for defense. Yeah, no.
I feel like you can trade for a right D, I think, but
well, yeah, that's as you said.
To meet their timeline, anyways. Because you're still 2 to 5 years, 3 to 5 years away from your actual compete.
People are like, I haven't heard one person say anything positive about this draft pick. Oh my gosh, it's a disaster.
And to be fair, like I'll be the first one to admit, I have never seen Reinbacher play a legit game either. But I mean, just with that talent that's available.
Yeah.
Oh, you had a Vanek jersey?
Thomas Vanek gets in there. I don't care. Yeah, everybody take a drink. Time to get a can out there. Kent Hughes' honeymoon is over. I think I just seen. Where was I? Come on, you guys are commenting too fast. Kent Hughes' honeymoon is officially over.
The D cupboard is full. I mean, you got a couple rights. As much as people hate it, you have Reinbacher now, Mayu. You got Harrison can play left, right. Jack I can kind of go back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gooley, you got Hudson. The decor's looking good. But now it's just curious it just feels like it's a chance miss because I don't feel like they're going to finish bottom 5 next year. I feel like the injuries helped them. I think last year, if they stayed healthy, they would have picked like 10th to 12th. I feel like they would have missed playoffs, obviously, but they wouldn't have been 5th.
So, again, hypothetically speaking, what if we have an incoming trade and we try to position ourselves 7th or 8th?
I don't know if
I don't know what we'd give and how it would be possible, but if
after all this, if we trade up and get like Leonard or Benson or something, I'll be.
But if we train Reinbacher,
Imagine they flip him. He throws the jersey on. They flip him mid-draft. All right, here comes Arizona.
I know my buddy's a big Caps fan. He'll be pumped if they get Michkov at 8.
Arizona's going to get Michkov.
Dmitry Simashev.
They took Simashev?
Yep.
Really?
I don't even know how to spell his name.
So is
they took Simashev?
Michkov the new like Shane Wright?
Dropping.
Michkov the new Shane Wright. Don't insult him like that. No, I'm just kidding.
Man, Philly's gonna have Leonard or Michkov if they want.
Leonard would be. I said he would be perfect in Philly.
Yeah, he's got the Philly vibe.
He's got that Philly hard-nosed game. Yeah, like
the Capitals are definitely going to take Michkov. It's a perfect timing for them because he's going to come over right as Ovi's kind of winding down.
Yeah,
because once Ovi hits that record, he's going to be gone.
They trust them, right? Like they have a history of drafting Russians, like just Kuznetsov. Who else? I'm drawing a blank.
Kuznetsov.
Yeah, that's okay.
Dmitry Orlov was a Cap.
Semin.
Yeah. This is wild. I mean, hey.
This is
and it could pan out where it's like I bet you like I'm not comparing them so people don't quote me on it. Like when Cale Makar went 4. I'm not saying he's gonna be the Cale Makar, but it's like sometimes it's a surprise where it's you look back like, holy shit, they got him in this one. But I think Ryan Becker, I think they're looking for Lane Hutson's partner.
They found him apparently.
Yeah, or Gooley's partner up on the top.
Yeah.
But
do you think they drafted by need? It seems like it, and not by best player available, because it seems like it.
It does feel like that.
Yeah, it's exactly what it feels like.
That's what they just said about Arizona too, because they just picked Simashev, who I, honest to God, do not know a thing about him.
I saw his name, but I didn't pay enough to the draft this year.
Yeah, I didn't really look into.
I can't lie. Like I didn't see him in a top 15 or 20 list anywhere. So
yeah,
Man, we're going to be the laughing stock of Twitter for so many days right now. It's already on Spit and Chicklets and everything that Carey doesn't know how to talk.
I feel bad for Carey in that. You can tell he felt bad.
Yeah. Ken Hughes made
hilarious stuff. He goes, screw this, Matvei Michkov.
yeah, he's just.
But hey,
well, here comes Philly to select.
I saw one comment there. It says, like, trust Ken Hughes. I mean, they haven't seemed to be doing anything bad.
We have not had a major disagreement with Mr. Hughes until right now.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
they're the professionals.
For them to pick whoever they pick, they had their reasons, and I'm sure they're very logical. And I'm sure that David's going to be an amazing hockey player. But again, it just goes back to the fact that we're not criticizing him as an individual. We're criticizing the situation and how we as fans and armchair GMs believe that there was better talent available before him. That's all it is.
Yep. I would like to share a Shane. What do you got, Brenda? You got something?
No, I was just reading some of the comments.
I would like to share a Shane Goma message.
Oh, please
if I
do.
may. And it's one word.
Can't see it.
Hang on, just give me a minute to focus. It's going to take a minute to focus.
Pain.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan meme.
Pain, guys. Pain. That's all it is.
All right. That's enough pain for me. Deeksy, I appreciate, buddy. Enjoy
Have you had enough?
The draft. Yeah. Well, no, I'm actually not.
I'm just going to go.
No, it's 9:00 here, so I'm going to head out. I appreciate the invite. It was nice seeing you guys.
Yeah, nice chatting with you.
It was great to have you, buddy. Make us feel good before you go. What's the best case scenario with this pick?
I think you found your top 4 right D for the foreseeable future is what you just got. A possible top pairing right D. It's just meeting that window with all the other ones as well. So, I mean, if you think about it, you got Gooley, you got Hudson. if everything works, I'm talking if everything works out. I know some freak things can happen. Some guys can't hit, but you got your Gouley, you got Hudson, you got Reinbacher, you got a possible Mayu. You still have Harris, who's a smart defenseman who can play both sides. Your D core looks kind of steady. You got a young, improving core up front with your Suzuki, Caulfield, Slav.
Yeah.
New Hook's going to be there. Kirby Dog. I mean, the team's coming. It's a few years away. It's hard right now to see it, but I do think in like 3 to 5 years, I think people are going to be happy with the all around cohesive and how good this core is going to be, all at the same age, hitting the prime at the same time. So it's gonna be interesting. Do I like it? No, I wanted somebody else, but it is. I feel
a little bit better.
All right, gang. Thank you for having me. Thank you, everybody in the chat, having some fun.
All right, take care, Brendo.
Thanks, man.
You
guys. I appreciate
it. Talk to you soon.
You're the best, buddy. Thanks for jumping on with us, brother.
All right, no problem. Cheers. Good luck, Deeksy. Congrats on all the success.
Thanks, pal. Appreciate it. Wouldn't be the same without you guys. And then there were two. Holy smokes. It's time for an Annik rant, I think, but I guess we'll let Philly
You don't know me.
Yeah, freak off. I don't know you. Let's watch Philly pick my player that I wanted, Ryan Leonard or Michkov. So, again, just hold on. Here we go. Do you know it? You know it, don't you? You do. Shh. All right, Danny Briere, do your thing. Hurry up.
Let's get it over with.
Michkov goes to Philly. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, can I just address this for 2 seconds? So,
wow.
Ontario Sound in the comments, Carey Price go back to rehab. Any sort of comments related to Carey Price being on drugs right now is actually a complete dick-ass move. So check yourself and get out of here. Sorry, Deeks, but
nope, he's banned. He's been banned from the channel. Gone. Goodbye.
No place for that.
Thanks,
right now.
but no thanks for coming out.
Yeah,
definitely no place for that. So
no.
Gone. He was booted. Absolutely.
Bye,
booted.
Felicia.
Matvei Michkov going to the Philadelphia Flyers. Oh my gosh, he looks happy.
My dad's comment: Flyers pulled the Caulfield.
The Flyers pulled the cut. Where's Dan Lemire? Give me Dan Lemire. There,
he's right there.
There you go. The Flyers pulled a Caulfield.
Yeah.
Matvei Michkov, a Philadelphia Flyer. I know a couple of Philly fans. I know a few.
Really?
I know a few.
I don't know any. Another shit culture that they're turning stuff around. So I'm excited to see what Danny Briere is going to do.
Yeah, if there's any hope, it's from Danny.
Yeah.
Well, good for Philly is rebuilding. So that John Tortorella will be long gone by the time Matvei Michkov gets there. So that's maybe good news for Michkov because I cannot see Michkov and John Tortorella getting along. Like, absolutely not.
There is a huge language barrier too. So can you imagine Torts having to communicate with a translator?
Yeah, like he would have to like figure out how to get angry slower
at the translator
or something. At the translator or something.
Yeah, no, that's not going to happen. Wow. Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
This guy was a 1B and he just got picked 7th.
This draft is ridiculous. Oh man, I feel bad for Ryan Bacher, but I can't believe. How did Carey not know how to say his name though? As much as like that is kind of weird to me. Like I would say it in my head 10 times.
I don't know. The guy's not a camera and a people person, so maybe he just
drew. He just blanked.
He just blanked.
Yeah,
he
didn't want to say it wrong. I think
he just didn't want to say it. Period.
Oh my gosh, I hate everything. Okay.
Some positivity on a Wednesday night.
Bad mood.
Everything sucks, but I'm fine. Yeah.
I'm fine, guys.
I'm fine.
I can't wait. I'm fine.
I don't know why it's coming all squeaky.
I don't know what you're
I'm
talking
fine.
about. I'm fine. Eyes just rolled in the back of my head.
Gavin, that is a very good question.
Gavin, your guess is as good as every non-Kent Hughes person. I don't know. It sounded strange.
But facts. And again,
well,
you can question why we didn't trade up, why we didn't trade down. But if the price is not right, you just don't do it.
You know what's interesting too, though, is that Leonard's dropping too. Like we thought he would go. Well, Brando said 6 to 9, I think, and
I was expecting 6 because that's what he was on Ben. Was it Ben McKenzie's?
Bob McKenzie.
Bob McKenzie's.
Pretty much same thing.
List. That's what I'm pretty sure he was at. Right? Was 6th.
Yeah. So Washington is next. I don't know who they're going to pick. I don't know.
At this point,
Ryan Leonard. Well, this Michkov was not a surprise to go to, like, in the terms of the order.
Hey, we got Andrew with a donation and a killer stat.
I need some positivity right now. Andrew Carps is in. Ryan Baca will win the Norris in 5 years. Oh my gosh! I hope you are so right,
Andrew. If you are right, I will donate back that $10.
I will personally fly to wherever you're from, because I can't tell where you're from.
I will personally hand deliver you a $10 check.
A check, like we did from our grandmothers when we were young. So
yeah.
Thank you for the donation. I didn't even say that. So,
but yes,
your comment is great. It's worth putting up there for obvious reasons that you donated. But I needed some positivity in this. And we're going to need it for a while. And Paul, of course he is.
Yeah,
of course he is.
I can't. And that's why you got to stop
bringing Grant onto your show.
Grant.
You know what? Good for Grant. Like the guy has made a comeback from some picks that weren't so hot for him for years.
No.
So. Or not.
It's a hard pass for me.
Not everybody gets along in the Habs community, everybody. It's okay.
That is true. That's a fact.
We're all friends, and that, I mean, some of us are actually friends. LOL, Tony and everyone else. Yeah, like as if the guy's alone, right?
Yeah.
All right, Washington. Are you going to take Leonard? Are you going to take somebody else? I don't freaking know anymore.
I need a trade right now, something to make it even more exciting. I feel like we just need a pick-me-up.
I think so. I know so.
You know so? Yeah. Well, Andrew here said Hughes as another rabbit in the hat. I wouldn't be surprised.
Please, God. I'm a
For
praying
the love
man.
of God and all that is holy, make me happy.
Yeah. And the Washington Capitals.
Select.
Say that again, sorry.
They select, and I said ...
Okay, good. Thank you.
I won't tell you, don't worry.
Ryan Leonard, my guy. Ryan Leonard going to the Washington Capitals.
I'd rather him go to the Washington Capitals than the Philly Flyers. Just going to put it out there.
I am game for that. You know what, Ryan? You would have looked great in red, white, and blue, buddy, but it wasn't to be.
I like Damon's comment. I'm in the mood for a Dvorak trade. Yep. Damon, I agree with you, buddy.
You're in the mood for it, just the way that sounds.
That so would cheer me up because I've been depressed about that for 2 years now. I've been ranting about it on every single post-game show ever.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Third on Team USA, 94 points in 22-23. I thought Leonard would go before that, but
100%.
I thought he would go at number 5.
Tell us how you really feel.
5. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got to run upstairs for a second, and I thought my wife was going to be home by now, but I got to feed the dog. So
you're going to leave me alone.
Are you okay to stick around for a minute? Is that okay? I won't be long.
Well, it sure looks like it. Thanks. I don't have access to pulling any comments up, so I'm just going to blurt them out as we go.
Yeah. So I can leave this graphic up or take it down.
Yeah, it's up to you. It's your stream.
It's my stream, and I'm the one who says how it goes.
Actually, you are.
Okay. I'm going to give you the solo layout because you're not shy.
No, thank you. God.
Watch this, though. So here we are. Annik Lemire live on the Drew Deeks channel, ladies and gentlemen. You can still hear me, right?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. Good. Okay, here I'll put me back up just so you don't feel so,
in the zone. Yeah. Thank you.
You're not used to it.
Okay. Appreciate it.
I'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. It's not going to get better. I'm sorry.
Go feed the dog.
It's not. I'm going now. Okay.
Just stop while you're at it.
Ah!
Oh man. Okay, so I'm just gonna go through some of your comments here while Drew feeds Sherman. Annik is the bomb. Thank you. Appreciate that. I can't put it up, but Drew doesn't give me access to running his channel, unfortunately, even though I'm the one who set him up for it. Okay, so I want to get you guys' thoughts on if we are going to trade. What would you trade? What would you give? What would you do? Let's discuss that. Because I know a lot of you are saying that Kent still has a rabbit in his hat, and it might be logical for us to make a move. What would you do? Comment, and I will comment on your comments. Damon, bring Sherman on the stream to make our day better. Unfortunately, Drew is not at his post right now, so I can't do that for you. But yeah. Derek is saying, I would hope we trade for a pick. Okay, so would you move up from our next pick? We traded away our second round, right? So would you like us to get a second round back, or yeah, Reinbacker and Devo for Galchenyuk? I believe that Galchenyuk is actually doing a tour of the NHL and collecting every single jersey. So far, he's got 8 or 9. It's getting pretty ridiculous. Poor guy. Paul is saying there is no rabbit. That's it. It's over until the second or third round. Okay, perhaps. Have a little faith. Reinbacker for a 9th. If you're doing it for a 9th, pretty sure you won't get a straight up 1-for-1 for Reinbacker. Probably going to have to give something else. Edmondson and a 4th for a 2nd. That's not too bad. I have a feeling Edmondson's going to be moved. There was a lot of rumors with Chicago earlier today, so I'm curious if that's going to go through or not. Dvorak for a pick if Cal Ritchie is available at 20. That might not be too bad, Damon. I know you and I are in the same boat of trading Christian Dvorak, and we have been for years, so hopefully we can nab a second round pick at least. Yeah, I think that's the main thing for me right now. I'm pretty sure we're not going to move up in the first round, so if we can get something in the second round, it would be great. I know Brando mentioned that he would like us to have our 31st to 35th back. That way we can draft a goalie. I kind of agree with what he's saying too. I personally don't think that Caden Primo is going to be our guy. What else do we have? What a waste of a season 2022. It is what it is, buddy. It is what it is. You built a time machine and you're going back to draft Leonard. George Marley. Thank you. Please do it. What else do we have? There you go, Damon. We have Shermy. Damon was just saying how he wanted Shermy to come on for him to have a better day.
This was needed.
There you go. So I basically asked the fans. I asked the fans if they think that we should trade and what they would give for a trade. Hey, Shermie.
And what did they say?
Well, it's pretty hilarious, actually. A lot of comments on if we do trade, we're hoping that it's for a second rounder, because for a first rounder, it won't make sense and it probably won't happen. So I would love to get a second round pick myself.
Yeah. Sure, let's rearrange here. Come on. Red Wings select Nate Daniels. So you're going to follow the chair if you keep doing that. Stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Danielson, sorry.
Danielson?
Danielson.
Yeah.
Danielson.
Did you see, I don't know if you guys saw it too in the comments, but the Anaheim Ducks unveiled a new jersey for their 30th anniversary season. I kind of like it.
It's going to be Mighty Ducks oriented, of course.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad. I've seen worse.
Yeah, kind of like it.
I've seen worse, like the Habs 5th overall pick. Sorry. Fluck.
Fluck it is.
What the fuck? Andrew Nash, the worst Habs first round pick since Louis LeBlanc. Linebacker is the next Brisebois. He is going to be booed mercilessly. This kid won't last in Montreal. The media and fans are going to be all over him. Well, no, I don't think so.
That's a little extreme.
Yeah, you're targeting the wrong person. The one person that's going to need the scrutiny if it doesn't work is Kent Hughes and Jeff Gordon. So,
and the worst pick since Louis LeBlanc. I don't know, maybe the worst pick.
That's a reek. Louis was horrible. His attitude sucked.
He was the worst of the worst. I think it's maybe the worst pick since like Nikita Sherbak.
Yeah,
balance it out a little bit.
Todd, you and me both, buddy. You and me both, buddy boy. Man, there's so much talent available still, and we're not even like out of the top 10. Well, we're about to be out of the top 10 in a minute.
Who's next on the board?
At number 10, I honestly am not even sure. I know Buffalo's number 12, I think.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see what Buffalo gets. But... Oh, there goes the TV remote. But here's Sherman.
He looks as disappointed as we are.
That's just his natural look. Because he's a pug and he has wrinkles. Right,
Bubby? It's a resting bitch face.
Resting pug face, Annik.
Oh, apologies.
You smell delicious. All right. All right. Calm down. Man, it's so weird. This draft is unpredictable.
I think it's, even worse than last year. But I was expecting a trade in the top 10. Not going to lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My cousin Chris from Montreal, who you met when we went to the game.
Yeah.
Says he might end up being a good player, but ultimately I'm beyond disappointed that the Habs didn't select a forward. Michkov or otherwise. We have been starving for offensive stars for too long. Sorry I couldn't add any positivity, my brother. LOL. I'm watching you, though. So Chris is watching. Hi, Chris.
Shout out to Chris. Yeah, I was honestly thinking we go for a right wing.
Any forward.
Or, any forward. If you're going to pick a D, I thought it was going to be in the second or third round.
They really like... They have this is bigger balls than Slavkovsky. This is way bigger balls to go against what every other fan wanted.
Well, even Slav, you still went and you picked the second, the two, like the 1B. You know?
Well, he should. They think he's going to be the 1A in the end, like years down the road.
Yeah,
but
maybe.
Still, they don't know. But I do like the fact he's a forward. So
I don't know if you want to bring up Damon's comment here. He's got a good point too.
Damon's got all the
Damon always has a good comments. Point. I know.
Let's try to look at this pick similar to Sider. He was supposed to go 15, but Yzerman company saw something special in him and look at him now. I don't even know enough about Seider to say that I can agree, but I trust you, Damon.
I do. You can agree.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good
it
enough
would be a surprise and would cheer me up down the line.
I think it's just way too early to appreciate anything about this pick right now, right?
Oh, 100%. We haven't seen the guy play. We haven't seen the guy, like, obviously it's too early to judge, but we're not judging the player or his future. We're just judging the situation on how we feel as fans. There was a better player available before David. I'm not going to say his last name because I'm probably going to butcher it too, so I'm just going to keep calling him David.
Yeah, let's support Carey and his tongue twister there. Poor guy.
Yeah.
If you like Gooley, you will like Reinbacher when he comes over from Switzerland.
Sure. Okay.
When am I going to start liking him? Because I want it to be now. I think it's out of my system, but I'm still like, oh my god.
It's not. You'll let another
KK 2.0. No. KK was a forward. He was a forward. So no, this is not KK 2.0. You're wrong.
And even so, it's not like KK was he's not a Louis Leblanc. He's not a bust. He's still somewhat producing in Carolina. And who gives a crap about KK? He's out of here, and I still have a jersey downstairs that I'm upset about.
Yeah. St. Louis is at the podium.
If anybody would like to buy a authentic KK jersey, let me know. Pat, you ready to?
St. Louis wasted no time. They walked up. They're like, we select Dalibor Dvorsky from Sweden. Geez. Okay. Well, you know what, Grant? You said Dvorsky was third, so you... Never mind. It doesn't matter anymore.
Let it go.
Doesn't matter anymore.
Let it go.
He's a good player, though.
Do we know what type of defense he is, if he's an offensive or a good all-round? So he is not, and we're talking about David here again, he is not an offensive defense. He is more of a... What was the word that Bob McKenzie used today? He's not offensive. He's not defensive. He's a complete player, but you will not get an offensive side from him. Yeah. So he's going to be reliable. And as Brandon mentioned, if he plays with Lane Hudson down the line, you got Lane that's going to be the offensive side, and he's gonna back up and be the defensive. So it will be a good pairing down the line. I'm not worried about that at all.
It's just that they said they were going to pick the most talent. Like Kent Hughes said, we're going to pick the most talented player available.
Yeah.
No, so they didn't.
That's why I'm questioning. Maybe the asterisk here is we picked the best defenseman available. I don't know. However, we didn't need a D.
Well, we don't think we did because
we did not need a D right now.
As much as a forward.
This is like Mike Bishop's comment. This is like getting socks for Christmas.
You know what though? He's got a point.
Everybody needs socks.
You need them.
Everybody needs socks, and everybody needs defense.
Yeah, everybody needs right defense. Right defense is like the hardest position.
Yeah.
So for that, and then Andrew's comment right after.
Ugly sock. Ugly socks are cool, okay? They're warm.
Vancouver's going to get a free gift of Zach Benson. Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, unless they skip over him.
Which is crazy to think because they're going to be losing Besser at some point or something, or JT Miller maybe at some point.
And Peterson's going to get out of there sooner or later too.
Oh, Patterson? You and your
Patterson, yeah. Judge me. I'm a French fry. Leave me alone.
All the times you made fun of me for a lot of things, okay?
I would never do that.
If you didn't, there'd be something wrong with you.
It's true.
It's funny. I like it. It's funny.
Oh man.
This draft is weird and the buzz is gone, by the way. Like
the excitement is
excitement. All the pre-draft videos that Shane Gaumont and I did. Thank you for all tuning in. Thankfully, YouTube doesn't, take away views and stuff. What I mean is, like, we all thought Smith, Leonard, Mitchkov, like it was like guaranteed. It was like one of those guys for sure.
Yeah.
I just did not think Randbacher was I thought there was a slim chance, but I thought it was slim.
Just a slim chance. Yeah.
Dvorsky's going to be decent for St. Louis. Good for them, I guess. He's going to be as good, if not better, than Ryan O'Reilly, I bet. Demonetized.
Your worst nightmare.
Oh yeah, just take the few cents I gained from YouTube. No, there's a few bucks there. You guys have really helped me out. I got a new camera because of you guys. So for all you,
we were able to contribute.
I will. Yes, and you're part of that. I will never say we can't screw this up again. Yeah, I know.
That's true, because I did say that when we started this. Yeah, you got some echo going, eh?
Yeah. I don't blame you, Coffee House Jay. I don't blame you.
The Ruthless pick, yeah. No, I think that's a good conclusion to how I feel. Is I will need to be proven. I need some stats. I need some facts. I need something.
Randbacher is 6'2", 185 pounds. Played for Austria at the World Juniors this year and last year. Austria. Well then, good day, mate. That's from Dumb and Dumber.
You know what? It is a good day to show this.
Yeah, solo shot. Here we go.
It's the what lady kind of day.
I don't think you can put it any closer. Put it close. This is worse than that. This is worse. Why? Okay, so I'm just having fun now. I was just having fun.
Okay. Good thing we're laughing about it.
We have to.
I mean,
we have to.
I'm not going to cry on air.
Yeah, I know. Here comes Vancouver to select Zach Benson. All right, wonderful. Here we go.
Watch them not do it.
Well, they're going to select somebody good because there's still plenty of talent available.
There's still forwards available.
I'm so freaking confused.
I think I'm going to make you a shirt of that. But there's a forward available.
Please do it.
Oh, man. They pick yet?
Who? From the Swedish League, Thomas Williker? I am so out of touch with
They didn't take Benson?
No, I didn't think they. I was just messing around, but
I was sure they were going to take Benson.
It's a name that I cannot lie. I don't even know if I know anything about this dude.
I'm going to wait to see his name.
Canucks select at number 11 overall, or 12 now, is it?
11, no?
Yeah.
I think Buffalo's 12. Tom Willander, which is
from
another
Sweden.
D.
Another defenseman?
Yes, sir.
Everyone's drafting by need, aren't they? I mean, it sounds obvious, but nobody.
Which I believe is what you should do.
Right.
By need and the best need available.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's coming from Sweden, obviously, with his last name.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty, yeah.
Now I got the list to see who's going to be next in the line. Arizona picks again next.
Of course they do.
Who did they pick again? Like, I already forget. Oh, they picked
Sivachev, not Sergachev.
Slappy Swanson?
Chevy something.
I don't blame some of you guys for tuning out, but for those that are still
listening to us rant, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah.
This is very true from Zizik. I think the thing that gets me is that for the last year, Hughes has done so well, and in comparison, this feels so disappointing. It's like definitely the biggest disappointment initially.
Yeah. It's the most disappointment we've felt since we've had Kent Hughes.
I understand this pick the least. Well, no, that's not true. That's not true. We do have a need at right D. We do have a need at right D. That's not
but
the question, I don't think.
No, we need it. I just didn't want it now.
Okay, these are the comments I need. These are the comments I need from Curtis. Similar stats to Roman Josi at the same age in the Swiss League. Hughes is building a team here. You know what? This is what we're all forgetting, right? Like,
yeah,
this is what we're all forgetting. Curtis, I hope you're a subscriber. Please comment more on my channel.
Please.
This is the best comment so far.
It's not a need of, like, it's not a now. It's a future need. I completely get that. I understand.
Yep.
Doesn't make me less unhappy, though.
That makes me feel
I'll be better tomorrow. I'll be better tomorrow.
I know. There's always tomorrow.
That's pretty deep.
Friggin' Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh Penguins are going to end up with Zach Benson and at pick 14 a bit. Well, Buffalo's after, so we got Arizona, Buffalo, Pittsburgh next. That's what we got next.
And Pittsburgh traded for Riley Smith today too.
Yes. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, Pittsburgh, right? From Vegas.
From Vegas, yeah, for a second rounder. So
right,
second rounder next year's draft. So still a pretty good move.
Yeah.
Hey, quick question though. Just because it's just a fun topic to discuss, and you know how much I love to talk about it.
Sure.
What are we going to do with Jonathan Drouin?
Who? I'm kidding. No, that's not nice. We had a really nice show with Dale that one time with him about him.
Yes, of course. I'm no jab against what he went through, anything, but as I think his time is up.
Well, he's a UFA.
Polite.
He's gone.
Let him walk.
He's long gone. Yeah. I mean, what about, like, if we're keeping him, we're gonna keep friggin' what's his name there? Gurianov, which I don't think we're gonna keep him either. I don't know.
Gurianov, yeah. I
don't know if we're gonna 2.9 million. I think I've seen enough already, to be honest with you. I don't know. I like him, but
guys that can move up and replace that. But
yeah.
Because what do? You give him a 1 or 2 year deal? Excuse me.
Well, you mean Drouin or Gurianov?
Gurianov.
Gurianov has a qualifying offer of 2.9 million that if they want to match it. So it's either we give him that or
no, thank you.
He gets traded. Thank you, because we're definitely pushing through this. There are some positive comments coming in about Reinbacher still, which is great. Lack of right defense and necessity of size are the two prime factors.
The size is going to be a good factor for sure.
Reinbacher looks like a stud from what I'm watching. Very smart defenseman. And honestly, like, we're going to like this pick a lot more later.
Of course. Of course.
I think right now it's very tough. So, and Habs are desperate for size. They are small overall.
Yeah. And listen, when David's name came up several months ago that the Habs were eyeing him, that was the main thing that was said, is that, again, you're not going to get anything offensive out of him, but you will get a reliable, big-bodied defense out of him, which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
And like you said, on the right side, it's hard to find somebody like that.
Another one off the board, Daniel Boot, who was ranked a lot lower on some people's lists, but another Russian selected here. Daniel Boot, who actually some people are pretty high on. And apparently Arizona is, because they just took him. So
clearly, yeah. Man, I really thought Benson was going to leave earlier than this.
Yeah, this means that
I thought it was going to go 9th or 10th.
Yeah, I thought it. Well, I think top 15 for sure, but it's still in the top 15. He's going to go to, I think, Buffalo is next and Pittsburgh. So he's going to go to Buffalo or Pittsburgh. I can almost guarantee it. His last name is spelled Boo. Le Boot.
It's not like boot, like BOOT.
No, It's butt. It's actually
Is it
butt.
the Canadian version of a boot?
Oh, we got a donation. I'm buying Reinbacher socks for Christmas. God bless you people. Honestly. Oh man. Last year's draft was hard to top. There's no trades right now, I know.
Yeah, a trade would have been. You can't say
Benson's
you can't say it's boring because there's a lot of unexpected moves happening. However, yeah, I was hoping for a few trades.
Good comment again. I'm gleaning the positivity right now.
Yeah.
Gooley, Reinbacher, Jack-Eye, Lane Hudson.
Not bad.
That's 4. Mike Matheson.
Yeah, I got to keep Mike Matheson.
Which is 5. He's going to be here for the 3 years, and then I feel like we're forgetting Jordan Harris, but I don't know if we're going to hang on to him for
Harris or Barron.
Barron. Yeah. I am not sold on Justin Barron at all.
I'm not either.
Not at this point, anyway.
What I would like to do is keep Harris and flip Barron.
I would be okay with that at this point.
Yeah. If you use that as a trade piece, more than okay with it.
You might have a buyer here, my friend.
I don't know. Pack a Gatorade. Send me a DM. We'll talk.
Send Annik. Annik's Twitter handle is up right now. Well, actually, no, it's not. Daniel Butt's name is. So here it is. If you want to message Annik about the jersey, go ahead. And that's Long Strider. So yeah.
Barron for Fairbrother.
This is a really good question. Barron played well in the Worlds. Yeah.
He did. When he had his training camp, like I wasn't impressed with his training camp, went to Laval, played decently well in Laval, and then came up after and was playing okay. I just don't see him ready for a full season with us yet. Could I be wrong? Sidney Crosby had some great comments about him when we did trade and got him, saying that he wouldn't have made that move if he was the Colorado Avalanche and they lost a great player and that we gained a good one. So I think there's great possibilities, but I won't hold my breath on it.
Everybody,
if we can develop Kovacevic.
But there's another question here, which
I absolutely like Kovacevic. I just don't think he's going to stay.
He's a depth guy.
Somebody's going to take his place. He's the 7th player.
Thank you, Ray. I know a Ray White from Niagara. Is this Ray White from Niagara? If it is, he's one of my former bosses.
Hi, Ray.
Yeah, but no, thank you, Ray, for this. If you think this is great content, we're just trying to keep our spirits up after tonight. So I want to thank you for that comment. But I do think B-Roll, who has had some great comments, has a great question here. How will the Habs address scoring? Wow, that's a loaded question right now. At least at this particular moment. Like, do we have any idea who's going top of the draft next year? Like, are we even thinking about finishing near the top 10? You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure Damon's going to be able to give us a stat on how next year's draft is looking.
Damon, what do you got for next year's
draft? Out of all people,
because...
it's going to be Damon. Yeah. How will we address the scoring? Keep Cole Caulfield healthy?
Frick. Caulfield now officially on an island. I don't know, man. They have another plan. You know what? Free agency and
is coming up.
Trade deadline. We haven't been active in either of those for several years. We tried to take a swing at Aho, that didn't work, and a player like that would have made all the difference.
Yeah.
So I think the big fish that we're looking for offensively maybe is going to have to come through free agency or trade deadline and then a re-sign or something. So that's the only way I see it working now, because clearly the draft wasn't the answer in terms of addressing the scoring need.
Yeah.
At least according to what we've seen tonight. But I don't know.
For me, yeah, we do need to address the scoring, but I feel what
Mike
needs
Hoffman.
to be addressed. Oh my God, yeah, Mike Hoffman. Yeah, he's our savior.
Let's move on from that.
10 years.
Look at this comment. Look at this comment.
Missed my house.
That's amazing.
I'm here for the funny comments, okay?
This
Keep them coming.
Helping us so much right now. Oh my god.
Slavkovsky will find his touch. We should have traded for Toffoli. I would have loved. I would have never gotten rid of Toffoli, but I know it didn't work. Blah blah
He's
blah.
getting
Whatever.
older though. He's not going to be part of the youth movement though.
I know. I feel like we need to address the goalie situation first because scoring is great, but if you can't get a guy that can't stop beach ball, kind of a problem. You need to build around that.
And the Sabres take Zach Benson.
There you go.
Right up the road, half an hour up the road. Don't worry, guys. I'll watch him play.
I'm sure
the Sabres are loaded with offensive prospects right now.
Yeah, if they can do
JJ
something, they're going to be.
Owen
Power.
Dylan Cousins. Well, Owen Power's defense, but.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking just like overall.
This is a great pick for the Sabres. We're jealous, Buffalo. There's Buffalo. We're jealous. Oh, man. Like, I'm happier with
Damon.
the Sabres pick than I am with ours.
Here's Damon.
He's got a good comment? Okay.
For next year.
Okay, so Buffalo's 13th overall.
Celebrini? Is that what it is? Max Celebrini is the number 1 for next year. 86 points in 50 games for the Chicago Steel.
Nice. Sabres select Benson, number 13 overall. That was a pick that went right about ish where we thought it would. Between like 9 and 15. Damon, what's your comment? Sorry.
That Mac Celebrini had 86 points in 50 games for the Chicago Steel, so he's going to be the number 1 for next year, most likely. Yeah. This comment by Paul. Yeah, I think this is the. Apart from actually, you know what? My steal is Columbus getting Fantilli. That's my steal of the draft.
Yeah, I guess this late in the draft is kind of what you're for.
Yeah, late in the draft for sure, but overall, yeah.
Zach Benson looks really happy to be in Buffalo. He knows who he's going to play with too. Dylan Cousins. Okay. Cousins, Thompson. Great last name, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Peterka, Jack Quinn. That was the other name I forgot.
Jack Quinn.
The Sabres have drafted very, very well, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I follow them a little more because they're closer.
Yeah, you're right across the river, right?
Like, literally across the river. And the Sabres getting Zach Benson is a nice friggin' pick for them, man. And now the Pittsburgh Penguins are getting booted.
Andrew Nash here has a good comment, too, that the 2024 draft is defense heavy. So that kind of pisses me off because we could have done that next year.
Don't bring it up. Well, maybe defense heavy in the top, which means that we won't maybe get a top 15 pick next year.
No, maybe we'll get injured for a 3rd year in a row.
No, don't say that.
No, we have new medical staff now. We should be able to not lose like 726 games of injuries.
Yeah. Zach Benson's looked the happiest so far out of everybody that's been drafted. Like, he knows he's going to a young, offensive, exciting, up-and-coming Buffalo Sabres team. After Eichel left, it just got better and better for the Sabres.
Yeah, that was the cancer in the locker room.
Yeah, now he's got a Stanley Cup, jerk. But no, whatever. I'm not upset at Eichel, but I know Sabres fans certainly are. You know.
Do you want to answer Paul's question?
Yes, I do.
Just because I know
Seeing
the answer,
you as
I feel like
near Buffalo-ish, how did you become a Habs fan, Drew? Well, I was born in Montreal. I was born in Pointe Claire, same hometown as Mike Matheson. Can you see the resemblance? But also
cousin.
Yeah, people. Yeah. All my family still lives there, so all my relatives do, and my family watched Montreal when I was a kid, growing up, and like then my friends that I met through school were Leafs fans, and like something about Montreal, it felt like home, and it did because Montreal is a home away from home for our whole family here in Niagara. So watching Montreal on Channel 13, the French station, on regular cable in the 90s, and then Mark Recchi was my favorite favorite player, and then I do remember the Stanley Cup in 93, and I wasn't really watching and paying attention much then, but like Patrick Waugh, like we all wanted to be Patrick Waugh when we played street hockey. So there was still quite the pull to be a Habs fan for me, from my family, and most of my friends were Leaf fans, and I just stuck with the Habs, and then got to high school, and then really got into them even heavier in college. So, and here comes
the right choice.
St. Catharines Brock University graduate Kyle Dubas, who I could have interviewed Dubas actually, but I wasn't there that day with my local TV channel.
Spezza on the stage with him?
I don't see him yet. There's some kids on the stage though.
Band of brothers,
Yeah. Penguins. There's still some talent, man. Still lots of talent.
Yeah.
Who are the Penguins going to take? I'm trying to think of who's still available. Sandine Pellica, or no? Dubas is getting booed.
I'm getting so many DMs right now on, that's the third one. How many, do you know when the tickets are going on sale for the Bell Center and how much they are? Do you know where I can get tickets? Are you selling tickets? No. Oh, hey, Shermy.
Sorry.
He's so cute.
I have news for you actually on that front in terms of speaking of Habs tickets.
Yeah.
It's pretty exciting actually.
You're going to be media?
No, that would be a bigger announcement. I already forget the name of the player the Penguins just selected, so I feel bad, but Yager. Last name is literally Yager. Yager. Most sportsman-like player in the WHL, which is the same league as Zach Benson. Named the CHL Rookie of the Year, first Moose Jaw player to claim the title. Well, good for them. Okay, so on the ticket front,
yeah,
I am on the waiting list for Montreal Canadiens season tickets.
Ooh,
for half-season tickets.
Okay,
so about 21 to 23 games.
That's pretty cool.
Obviously, I won't be able to make a lot of them. I'll be reselling a lot of them, but I will be on the waiting list. And I might get them as soon as not this coming season, the season after.
Damn. Well, good for you. Hopefully by then you can get like a media pass or something.
Something. Yeah. For sure. Sounds like Shaner might be getting those.
I've got some contacts at the Bell Center, so.
Hey. Yeah.
Hook a brother up.
Please. Sure, you're going to stab yourself with the microphone stand. Hold on. Kelly finally got home here, so she's. I'm going to bring Sherman back upstairs, and then I think we'll wrap it up because I think fans are dropping out pretty quick, and I don't blame them. All things considered.
Yeah.
So.
You were 11. I was like 2 months old. But
I was 6. But hey, look at that. Yeah, that deserves a solo shot. That's a sweet looking jersey. Signed by the entire team?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay. All right, I'm going to bring Sharon back up. I'll be back, and then we'll wrap it up.
Okie dokie. No, you can hear Sherman crying. He's just as sad as we are. Oh, boy. All right. So I mentioned what my surprises were for the show. So I want you guys in the comments to let me know what your surprises were. What's your steal of the draft for the top 10? And I guess the whole thing. Mine was Columbus drafting Fantelli. And then again, Benson going to Buffalo was a big wow for me. So share in the comments what you guys' thoughts were. Drew, you'll get your tickets in time to see David's debut at the Bell Center. We'll make sure to share that one with him when he's back because he's going to have a meltdown. Paul, thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. Appreciate you coming back and watching. Hopefully you subscribe to Drew's channel. He's doing pretty great and releasing a lot of these. Cedric saying a good pick by Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, Drew's not here updating it for me, so I'm not sure who he picked. Let me refresh this. Where are we? Brian Yeager. Okay, yeah. From Moose Jaw. Yeah, okay. Remember seeing his name. Andrew saying Fantilli and Benson were the top steals. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Hey, Deeksy, Rick has a good comment for you. I'm pretty sure you'll enjoy it.
You will get your season tickets just in time to see David debut at the
Your media pass is going to be your first interview.
Oh my gosh.
Be like, I had a meltdown when you were picked, but I was wrong.
Same with Slavkovsky. I have to say that to him too. I have to apologize to him. So, but that's fine.
Boy.
That's fine. Okay. Well,
on that note,
it's been fun.
It's been great.
It was fun until pick number 5. Oh, so true. You know what? We did our best, man. We did our best. Fantilli and Benson were the steals. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah. Nashville's picking now, I think. Anyways.
We're going to log off and there's probably going to be a trade.
So. Oh, yeah. Montreal will make up for this in 2027. Anyways. Annik, thank you.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure being on.
Of course.
Thank you for everybody for the kind comments too. Feels good to be back.
This was the last thing I'll say is that this guy's literally Yager for Pittsburgh. That's pretty funny. That's pretty cool. All right. You know what? Let's let Nashville make their pick and then we'll log off. Maybe it'll be a player I recognize from the friggin' rankings.
Perhaps.
My gosh.
Who knows?
The Nashville Predators.
Jaeger bombs for everyone. Ew. I'm slightly tired, so anything's making me laugh right now. What about?
Nashville select Matthew Wood. I do recognize that name. So
I don't. So I'm happy you do.
Yeah. Matthew Wood is listed, was listed in the names that I recognized. I'm just going to pull him up really quick, just out of pure curiosity. Right wing, shoots right, 6'4".
Ooh, big guy.
193 pounds. 85 points in 46 games with the Victoria Grizzly. This is like junior hockey. Anyway.
Big guy.
He's a big dude. All right. You know who else is big? David Reinbacher. You know who else is having a big meltdown in a minute? Stay tuned to this channel because it's about to happen. It's about to go down. I don't know. I don't know how to react now, to be honest with you.
Thanks, Mike. Appreciate
nice
the comments.
Nice to see you. Sorry, the draft such a letdown. Thanks for hanging in there. Thanks, Drew and Annik. Thank you, Charmaine. I remember Charmaine. Thank you for watching.
I do too. Thanks for watching.
And
let's end on that. Go Habs.
It's
go
hard.
I'm Tabernacle.
Sorry everybody. I didn't mean to. Anyways, it's hard not to. Okay, it's for the humor. Okay, anyways, love y'all. Thank you, Annik, for coming on. Thank you Thanks all for watching. And
go
we'll
subscribe.
See you very soon. Hit like and subscribe. And I appreciate your support, you guys. Honestly, it's been a blast. It's been fun, despite the disappointment tonight. So thank you all again, and we'll see you on the next one. Go Habs, go!